Hello, how are you today?
I am okay.
You're okay? All right,
It's little bit
perfect.
cold. Yes.
Okay, what happened? You got
Yeah.
drenched in the rain, or it's just the weather got too
No, no,
cold?
no. Weather. Because
Oh
of
yes.
weather.
Okay, fine. So when you catch a cold, right? So what do? You do rely on home remedies, or do you immediately go for the antibiotics
No,
and
no, no.
medicines?
Rely on home remedy, but
Hmm.
after 2 or 3 days, it's not
Yes,
don't recover. So then I go to the doctor.
yes, same here. 1 2 days I experiment a little bit, but after that, if I'm not able to recover, then taking professional advice is the best.
As they give some medicine.
They
That's
give
it.
some medicines. Yes, correct.
Yes.
And if I ask you the difference between knowledge and wisdom, what would you tell me? Is there a difference between
Uh,
the two, or are they similar?
yes. No.
Okay.
Both are different. I choose
Mhm.
wisdom.
Okay. What is the difference according to you?
Knowledge is actually what you are gather to know it, do your future thing perfectly. You
Mm-hmm.
reading books or watching movies or
No.
reading newspaper or
Mm-hmm.
some teacher told you
No.
that that
Mm-hmm.
is your knowledge. You can
Mm-hmm.
gather that thing. But
Yes.
wisdom is what you can do that thing,
Yes.
uh, think properly on your own
Yeah.
way. You
Mm.
are the judge. Like
Yes.
if it's rainy season, if it's
Mm-hmm.
rainy season,
Yeah.
that your knowledge is say that it's raining.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can't go to the outside, and your
Mm.
wisdom is that how
Mm-hmm.
you go to the outside, then you use a raincoat or umbrella. That's the thing.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a great example. Very true. I think you pretty much nailed it, the explanation of both. Okay. And there is a very popular saying that in order to be old and wise, you must first be young and stupid. So, do you agree with this, or do you disagree?
Okay, one quote I remember that
Mhm.
it's Buddha or something says. Once time a wise man said nothing. Is there any quote like that? Like that.
One time a wise man said nothing.
He said nothing because he observed the thing or it's different context. Okay, I choose young age. It's interval age between
Sorry, young age?
age duration. I want to know about age duration. Because
I think it depends from person to person, right? Some people they start freaking out as soon as they start hit 29 because they anticipate the 30s, and there are some people who are so young and cheerful at heart even when they're 60s or 70s. So I think it totally depends on person to person the definition of young and old. So what do you think? What is young? What is the age bracket for young people according to you?
uh, age is young is after 18 from 18 start young people
Sorry, from 18
from
or from
18 years.
18 years. Okay, once they become adults.
Yes, then adults.
Okay.
Actually, law said that, so I
So you're saying from 18 young age starts or it stops?
no start
It starts. Okay, fine. Until
start.
when do you think we can call ourselves young?
Uh, it's a depend on person to person.
Yeah. Yes, no, it depends.
That's it.
Uh, okay, so do you think that doing really silly things or stupid things when we are young, in our teenage years or in our 20s, so do you think it's wise? Do you think it's okay? Or do you think it can have a negative impact and it should be totally avoided? What do you feel?
I think it's okay. Stupid thing on your young age because it's memorable
Mhm.
for you. If you later recall that time and you can
Yes.
feel happy because
Yeah.
you have something that memory that you can
Mm.
feel happy later
Hmm.
remembering that. But
Yes.
it's not. beyond that, if you harm to anybody, and
Yeah.
so it's become
Or
more
even ourselves, right? Harm anybody. Most
yes,
of the times we end up sabotaging ourselves rather than others. So that also happens.
that's also a stupid thing, right?
Yeah, very, very stupid.
It's so it's into the boundary
Hmm. It should be within boundaries.
with boundary.
Yeah, very true, very true. And if I ask about when you were a kid or a teenager, right? What are some really silly things that you did, and now when you think of it, it still brings a smile to your face? Are there any incidents like that?
Mm, I can't recall anything
There are too many.
now. Maybe maybe can't recall right now.
Yeah, okay. So you mentioned that it shouldn't harm other people,
No, we
right?
want
When
okay.
yeah.
I remember that thing.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. As usual, some of our teachers said if you don't have any textbook, you can go
Mm-hmm.
to the outside of the class.
Uh-huh.
So we are a team where large amount of students go to the outside because although they have the books,
Yes.
so they go to the outside and chill
Uh-huh.
sometimes, and later they came back
Yeah, it's go outside, not go to the outside. It's just they go
to
outside.
outside, go
Yeah.
outside.
So deliberately they would lie and say that we don't have the textbook just to flee from the class. Oh
Yes,
God.
yes.
And the teacher never suspected it, especially when so many students are claiming that they don't have the book. She or he never suspected some sort of foul play there.
No, actually, it's depend on teacher. Okay, it's depend
Yes.
on teacher. The
Hmm.
teacher is very relaxing type of person, then they do
Yes.
that. But later, the teacher is
Hmm.
very or strict.
The
That
teacher
time they
became
don't
very
do that.
strict.
Became very strict. That time they
Yeah.
don't do that. Did
Yeah,
that.
that time they stopped doing that. Yeah.
Stop doing that. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So used to happen in my college also. We had this rule that we cannot
The
bring
college is
cell
common.
phones. Yeah, not college. We 11th and 12th. Here we call it
Yes.
pre-university college. Okay, in 11th and 12th standard, we had this rule that we cannot carry cell phones to school. Yeah, and students would find the weirdest places to hide in their socks. Some people would give it to the canteen guy, like please hide it. So yeah, they would take all these desperate measures to protect their cell phones. That used to
Yes.
happen.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was asking you that you earlier mentioned even if we do silly things, it should be within boundaries. It shouldn't harm anybody, right? So imagine that when a person is in their early 20s, they do something really silly that ends up affecting them. So do you think that can affect them later in their lives when they grow old, or is the impact very short lived?
Who do that or
Yeah, yeah. Who do that? They
uh,
just harm themselves. They've done something
yes.
that has messed them up, not anybody else.
Okay, that time it's a later effect of on their health
Mm-hmm.
issue. I think in their
Mm-hmm.
life also
Hmm.
because that the thing they can remember that type of thing,
Hmm. Yes.
and they later also do that
Mm-hmm.
type of thing that in
Mm-hmm.
childhood I did that, and
Mm-hmm.
if any type of recovery they can consult with psychiatrist. They are
Hmm.
available for them,
Yes.
and I think they can
Mm-hmm.
recover that type of thing because
Hmm.
nowadays many council are
Yeah. Many
any
counselors
places,
are there. Yeah.
yes, any places, so they can recover from that.
Yes. With the right guidance and the right therapy and those kind of
That's
assistance, right? Yeah.
they
Perfect.
actually I will they can give some tasks, yes, not
Uh-huh.
medicine type of tasks, and you can recover for that.
Hmm.
As you
Okay.
can
Very.
medicine also
Mhm.
what you like to do,
Yeah.
yes,
Sorry. Can you repeat that?
and like type of meta therapy
Mhm.
is like what you like to do.
Hmm.
That thing you can do also. You can feel
Hmm.
relaxing, and it's
Hmm.
a meditation for you also.
Correct. Yes. It's very relaxing.
Like
We can
may you
play.
want play like to play guitar, many
Sorry. Who
like to
likes?
play. Many people like to play guitar, so it's one type of meditation.
Yes.
Many people like to
Absolutely.
sing song, so that's one
Correct.
type of meditation.
Yes, yes, very correct. I think there's a word for it's called cathartic feeling, means releasing of all emotions. Yeah, you feel very
Okay,
free. Yeah,
it's
that's how
it
it is.
came from Kothakal, right? Maybe.
I don't know. Cathartic, I don't know the origin of the word. I just know about it. Yeah. And what kind of wisdom would you like to pass on to your future generation? Are there any pieces of wisdom that you have learned in your life that seem very important to you and you would
Okay,
like to
okay.
pass it on to others also?
Can you give me an example?
Any sort of, okay, you mentioned that wisdom is something that we learn, right, from experiences that helps us shape our judgment. So, what are some pieces of wisdom that you carry with yourself now, okay, that you would want to pass on to others?
Okay, but one thing I would say them that
Hmm.
mm, your behavior, okay, your
Yes.
behavior is the
Hmm.
very most important thing.
Yes.
If you have knowledge, if you have money, but you don't have
Yeah.
a good behavior, that time it's
Hmm.
everything is
Hmm.
zero, I think. Because
Hmm.
behavior is the matter.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
once upon a time childhood, I read a story that
Yeah. I
the
read a
teacher
story.
said, I read a story that teacher said to a student that
Hmm.
your knowledge is zero and
Hmm.
your uh, money or whatever you know that is zero, but
Hmm.
your behavior is the one. If you
Hmm.
don't have any behavior, it's not complete thing.
Yes. Yes. So you can say that good behavior is paramount.
Paramount,
Yeah. Most
paramount or
important.
par excellence.
Par excellence.
Par
No, your
excellence is
behavior
compare
should be
compare
par
type of.
excellence. Yeah, your
Okay,
behavior
behavior
should be
should
par.
be
Yeah, so that's like a
okay. Supreme.
benchmark, right? Yeah, supreme. Yes, it's like a benchmark. So that is how it is. Okay, that's nice. So good behavior. Anything else?
Good behavior and
Mm.
you have some curricular activity that
Yeah.
if you're not uh, do one thing, you,
Mm-hmm.
um, I mean only study
Yeah.
or only playing, that type of thing.
Correct.
You have
Mm-hmm.
different type of fields you can
You should have
uh,
different sorts of interests.
it's a different sort of interest.
Yes.
Yes, that's one thing I can say.
I totally agree with this. Okay, that's one of my regrets actually. I wish I had more hobbies and I wish I had pursued a lot more things other than just academics when I was in school. You know? So this is very important. And now when I see my nieces grow up, they are doing so many things in their school only. They have swimming class, that class, this class. I feel really happy that they have such
Swimming,
diverse
karate
hobbies and
class.
interests. Exactly, swimming, karate, abacus, that there's so many things. I can't even name it. Yeah. So it's good to have these diverse interests from a very young age. Yeah. Okay. And when you are old, do you think you will be very wise, or do you think you'll still have that streak of silliness and that uh, childlike behavior in you?
uh, Many old people I've seen that they are
Mhm.
behaving like child and they have short-term memory loss. If they
Ha
said
ha ha.
anything, yes, they can forget that thing
They forget that
and
thing.
forget that thing. But
Yes.
that time
Hmm.
they don't do anything like an
Hmm.
young age people can do, and
Yeah.
they are that time they passing their knowledge to
Yes.
their younger generation, next
Correct.
generation. Okay,
Yes.
that time that thing they can do to passing the
Hmm.
knowledge, that
Hmm.
whatever they learn from the lifetime, like
Yes.
a quote, whatever they
Yeah.
said, and that thing
Imparting
we can
knowledge, imparting wisdom.
passing knowledge, wisdom, that thing they can pass through the next generation.
Okay. What about you? Do you think you will be very wise? You'll be a very wise old soul, or do you think you'll be that silly, fun kind of an old person? How will you be? You think? Obviously, you can't tell exactly, just your imagination.
Okay, I think that time I can a funny person, so I
Okay.
can yes, making laugh with others
Mhm.
and telling jokes. That time I also feel good and
Hmm.
feel happy for that
Yes.
time. Yes,
Yes.
but if you take stress and everything, it's don't really work.
It
Yes,
doesn't really work.
it does not really work,
Yes.
so
Yes.
it's never helpful.
Yeah. All
So
right. So you'll
be
be fun to be
cheerful.
around.
Yes,
Yeah.
be cheerful and be funny.
Yes. very true. So I think if we maintain a positive attitude even in that old age, I think it's best, right? Even for ourselves and people around us, everybody.
Yes, yes. Actually, they are uh, in the morning work and they are
Mhm.
into the laughing club, so they
Yeah.
laugh together. So that
Yes.
one thing.
Yeah. Have you ever seen these laughing clubs and groups around your in your
No, no,
area?
no, no. I never seen, but I saw in many movies.
Yes, me too. I've seen it in a lot of movies. In real life, I've seen it just once or twice near the beach when or during a vacation, I've seen them. But in real life, never. Do you think they're helpful? Laughing on
Yes,
purpose?
yes. That helpful. That
That
help.
is
Yes.
okay.
No, it's come from your inside. That thing it's more
Hmm.
beneficial. I think it's
Hmm.
forcefully can laughing. I don't think that
Yeah, you can say
it's
that
more
if it's
helpful.
organic, if it comes organically or
Organic.
naturally, it is
Oh,
beneficial. If you're doing it
yes, yes.
deliberately, not so much.
It's not.
Yeah.